Now, I always say you don't know what you don't know. A lot of times in reference to trying new things and kind of expanding on your possibilities, capabilities of yourself. At the same time, though, sometimes you don't know what you do know. Self-awareness. I was talking with a client of mine the other day, and mind you, this client's about 13 years old, so conversations I'm having with him are a little bit different than the ones that I have with an adult. But we're talking about, what he likes to do, what he wants to do when he's older, and the two things he told me were two completely different answers. He likes to play sports, mainly soccer, he likes video games. What he wants to do is be a construction guy. He wants to build things. So that was cool. That was great. I'm talking to him, trying to figure out why it is that's what he's choosing to do. A lot of times, kids do something or see something or see somebody, and that sparks an interest in why they say stuff like that. And he just told me, I like to build things. And that was it. That was his response. I said, well, why do you like to build things? I like to play video games, and I like to build things on video games. So he just, regulated that into real life building things. So we were talking about, construction work and probably building homes and such. I was just kind of giving him some of the stuff that I know about what they do for a living, some of the things they do in real life. As we're talking about it, he's definitely not liking what I'm telling him. Basically, the labor that goes behind it, going to school or learning on blueprints and math is a really big part of construction work. I think he lost interest on being in that business probably 2 minutes into our conversation. So then I was talking to him about, well, if you're happy playing video games, if you're happy, playing soccer and sports, why not maybe try to go that route with what you want to do with your life? He says, well, I like to have fun with it. It's not something that I think that I could do for a living. Right then and there, it was just a situation of self-awareness. Most 13-year-olds really don't have self-awareness for the most part. And what I'm talking about is self-awareness on what it is you're doing, what makes you happy, what you're good at, what you would actually put the time in to get good at because you love it so much, but you're not putting that as the number one thing in life that you want to do. I think most people's goal in life is to do what you love, because when you do what you love, it doesn't feel like work. That's something that we all strive to do. Most of the time, it doesn't work out like that. Myself, I love what I do. It's all I've ever wanted to do. It's still a dream to me. For me personally, I can't believe that it's what I'm doing, because it's what I've always loved doing. I did it all the time for free. I do it for myself. I've done it since I was a kid. I'm talking physical fitness, martial arts, eating healthy, just overall feeling good, self-confidence, martial arts. This is not anything I ever thought I could possibly do as a career, but I'm doing it. And for me, there's nothing else I can see myself doing. And that could be for anybody. Let's go back to the conversation I was having with my client, 13-year-old kid. We were talking about, playing video games. And I was talking to him, I said, well, if you love playing video games so much, maybe that should be the direction that you go in your life. And there's a lot of different ways that you can make a living, make a career in the video game industry, in the gaming industry. You just need to find which direction suits you the best as far as what you love to do. As you'll get more involved with that, the more you start to, learn and educate yourself, and as you start to get older. But what I'm talking about is just the general love of playing video games. Now, this conversation might have been different, say 10, 20 years ago, but the direction that the internet and technology and the landscape of being an entrepreneur and building your business and doing what you love and capitalizing on it monetary-wise, anything is possible. Anything is possible. Let me give you some examples. Remember Pet Rock? The guy came out with the idea of a pet rock. Did you ever have a pet rock? It's a rock. It's a rock that comes in a box, and I think it even came with a name, But it's the idea of having a rock coming out of a box that is a pet. Same rock you will find on the sidewalk. Okay? The guy made $6 million in sales selling a rock. So it all has to boil down to that idea. Now that's driving me off track of, I'm sure he didn't love selling rocks, but opportunity. Understanding that you can make a living doing anything, especially doing what you love. There's a kid that has a show called Ryan's Mystery Playdate. He's worth $15 million. I think he's 8 years old. And he made his wealth not buying, I don't know if he bought them, but owning toys and making YouTube videos of him giving a review on these toys. He loved playing with his toys. I'm sure he loved to talk about them. So all he did was have the confidence to put a camera in front of his face and talk about the toy. You know how many kids in this planet love toys? Love to talk about toys? Love to hear other kids talk about toys? Well, I can assure you it was a lot, because the guy made $15 million doing this through his channel. And from that came opportunity of owning a show, Ryan's Mystery Playdate. You know, what's that other thing that's out there right now that's real popular? You know, it's everybody's had it. It's been around for a very long time. It's slimy. You know, I can't remember the name of it. I can't believe I can't remember the name of it because it's so popular, and all the kids have it. My daughter has it. It's slime. That's what it is. Slime. That is an insanely multi-million-dollar industry. Slime. Why? It's gross. It's slime. It hardens when you leave it and don't play with it. But it's what kids love to do at the time. There was somebody that had the idea, I love to play with slime. I think other kids do too. I'm going to try to figure that out. And somebody did. If somebody loves something, there's a market for it. Trust me. If you like playing video games, there is a market for it. Do you understand what esports is? Going online with video games is becoming just as popular as professional sports. And people are making a lot of money doing it. And it's not even just about the money. Just loving to do what you can, make a living doing. It's craziness. Everything has an opportunity. So it's more about self-awareness. What is it that you love to do? Do you love to do something? Are you an adult? You're doing a job that is not what you love, and on the side you're doing something that you love because it makes you happy. That is probably the direction you might need to go with, shifting your career, your lifestyle. You don't need to make $1 million to enjoy life. That's crazy. Nobody needs $1 million, first of all. You can have wealth and still love what you're doing. Maybe you just need to make the adjustments in your lifestyle. Are you living an $80,000 a year life and you're making $100,000 a year? And if that's the case, are you happy doing it? Or are you making $40,000 a year and you love what you're doing and you're living a $30,000 lifestyle? Because one of those people is going to be happier than the other. See, money has nothing to do with it. You make a living doing what you love. You live the lifestyle that your income is allowing you to live and be happy. That's winning, okay? You don't need to be making a lot of money to win in life. If you love what you're doing, you can create, a lifestyle for your family. You can put food on the table, a roof over their head. You can take a vacation every once in a while. Just be happy and not stressing. And you're doing what you love. Why chase money if you already have what you would be chasing in the first place? The more money you're chasing, if that's off the grid of what you love to do, well, all you're going to do is create more headaches for yourself. You're going to make more money, but if you're not loving what you're doing, what is the point? You're missing out on real life. You're missing out on the opportunity to spend time with your kids, spend time with your wife, your husband, your boyfriend, girlfriend, or family just in general, or just more freedom for yourself. You don't need to be warped up in this rat race trying to make as much money as possible, moving up the corporate chain if it's not what you like to do. Embrace what you're doing already. Self-awareness. What is it that you love to do? Think about that for a bit. Think about what you love to do. Go on Google and figure out if there is an occupation doing what you love to do. The answer is going to be yes, so I can save you that time. You should be Googling, how can I make a career building potato guns? How can I make a career playing chess? How can I make a career showing people how to be better at video games? Whatever it is you love to do, there's an opportunity for you to take advantage of that and do it as a life, for a life, make a career out of it. Whatever money comes from that, adjust your lifestyle around it. That way you can do what you love. Just take care of yourself and just be happy. Because that's really what's going to keep you sustainable and make you happy in the long run. When you're old, when you're tired, you want to make sure that you can have done what you've done in life and be happy about it, support people. That's going to be the lifestyle that you want to talk about to your grandkids when you're older. You want to do the things that you want to do. You want to tell your grandkids you did the things you wanted to do. You didn't do the things you didn't want to do. And even worse, you didn't do things and you should have done them. Have no regret. If you love something, that's what you need to be doing. Don't let anybody tell you different. I don't care who they are. Because you're the one that lives with yourself. You're the one that's in your head. You're the one that can control your mindset. Trust me. If you want to do something, you need to do it. If you need to work and make money in the meantime, until you generate that education or save money to go venture off and do that, do it. Okay? You need to make sure you're doing stuff that makes you happy. Don't listen to somebody if they're telling you your dream isn't real. Make sure your dream is realistic to your lifestyle. Make sure it's what makes you happy. And then go out there and learn how to make that your lifestyle, your career, so that way you're always happy. Try it out. I'm doing it today. I'm doing it tomorrow. And I'm going to do it for the rest of my life. And I'm happy.